If you're a tourist in a country that's relatively conservative, is it okay to dress revealingly? What's up guys, it's me Lori, aka Loretta Child, the sex reporter, and I'm back with another Miata Mondays car vlog. So if you saw my video last week, you probably know that on my website I posted this Q&A with Brianna, who is a YouTuber whose channel sort of blew up when she did this series about Hoejng in Japan. Well, since I posted that article, Brianna's Twitter and her Instagram have been blocked. Not because of that video, but because of another one where she was filming herself walking down the street in Japan, getting street harassed and talking about how it's a misconception that Japan is a safe place. That video then sort of went viral, got passed around a lot, and sparked a debate about whether it's disrespectful to dress differently than the norm when you're in a new country, and whether you are sort of asking for the harassment or the unwanted attention because you're dressing out of the norm. I saw the beginning of that video. I didn't see the whole thing, so I actually don't know what exactly went down in the end, and I don't know why Twitter or Instagram would block her account because of it. I also haven't seen the takedown notices, and having received takedown notices myself and having my content age restricted and flagged and stuff like that, I know they tend to be vague, so I don't know what the reasoning was, or even if Brianna knows the reasoning. But either way, I think that she brings up yet another interesting topic, and I don't think it's one that should be censored for what it's worth. There are lots of different sides to this conversation. On one hand, if you believe in freedom of expression and you believe that people should be however sexual they want and to be able to express that however they want, then it doesn't matter what country you're in or what the norms are in that country. You know, you're sort of fighting the socialization or the pressure to keep your sexuality under wraps just because other people think that you should. There is an argument to be made too for people who want to look out for their safety before they look out for their right to expression. When you're going to a country where the culture is more conservative and people aren't used to seeing that expression of sexuality, you can expect consequences to that expression. From the most objective standpoint, I think this just comes down to individual decision. Are you a person who wants to stand for this particular form of expression so much, in this case dressing revealingly, that you want to make a statement at any cost, and even maybe at the cost of your personal safety or at the cost of feeling safe as you walk down the street? If you are, that's your right. If you're not, that's also your right. I think the problem here is that we turn these types of things into like a moralistic debate, like should she have done this or should she have done that? It's like, you know what? She should have done whatever the fuck it was that she should have done. And I don't think that we can police what she wants to do and what she doesn't. I mean, if you want to talk about what you would do in this situation and let her experience inform yours in terms of like, oh, now I see what happens when a woman does this. Do I want to invite this onto myself? Maybe you do, maybe you don't. That's your individual decision to make, and it's your right to make that decision. Brianna clearly has a value that she is on YouTube and on social media trying to represent, and this is who she is. This is what she wants to build her work on. It makes perfect sense that she would say, you know what, these guys may not act right, but I'm gonna do this anyway just to make a point. And it just comes down to your priorities in terms of what do you care more about? Fighting patriarchal societies where women are not allowed to dress the way they want to dress, or fighting sexual repression where people are not allowed to express their sexuality? Or do you feel more strongly about just letting cultures be what they are and respecting their status quo and not challenging that, and allowing people within those cultures to challenge it themselves? There is a valid argument for all of those viewpoints. The only one that I would say is invalid is the one where you come from a place where you do believe in freedom of expression, but you hypocritically then want to apply that to a person just because you don't agree with their actions or you wouldn't do what they did. So speaking about Brianna getting blocked on social media for this stuff, you guys know that I've also been dealing with some age restriction and flagging issues on YouTube, and I've been looking into alternative platforms where I could at least just back up this channel, or to, have a sort of second community so that just in case YouTube really decides to take a hard line on sexuality, I still have a place to post my content. Somebody recently made a really interesting suggestion, and that was to upload it all to Pornhub. I kind of love this suggestion. I don't even know why I didn't think of it before, and I'm going to seriously look into it. So I would love to know what you guys think. Would you watch my content on Pornhub? Let me know in the comments below. I think that there is a legitimate opportunity there for Pornhub. The issue is it's so focused on porn. All of its channels are very porn focused as well. So it's hard to find like a section on the site where my content will live, because obviously my content isn't porn. And the other issue is with branding, because my whole point, or the point of my content, is that just because something's about sex doesn't mean it's porn. Porn is just one aspect of sex, and there's nothing wrong with it. But not everything related to sex is not safe for work or hardcore pornography. The other issue is that Pornhub is just ugly. I mean, the advertisements all over the place. It's not a great user experience in general. The search functions are not great. So I don't love it as a platform, even everything else aside. But I think it's worth looking into, because there aren't a lot of places where I can house my content that also have large communities that are so wide reaching. And let's face it, Pornhub has a huge community. Lots of people watch porn, even people who deny watching porn. And if they do, they're probably on Pornhub. So I actually don't think it's an idea I should write off. But like I said, I really would like to know what you guys think, if you would ever go to Pornhub for content that isn't porn. Thank you guys for watching. If this is your first time here on this channel, I am the editor and founder of thesexreporter.com, and I'm here just to start objective conversations about sex. I put out content every week, so if you want to be notified of new videos, definitely click the subscribe button below along with the little bell next to it, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.